Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away.
Okay, we'll turn these off.
Oh. Yeah.
There we
Where
go.
are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
And then hit the button.
Yep, it was bugged last time.
Yeah.
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for
Gonna punch
trepanation.
you in the head.
They're gonna put a thing in my brain.
Oh, the drill. Yeah, there you go.
The drill, please.
It's on!
Did you hit? Well, did you hit the lever? Or? How do you tell it to go?
Can we get this on the screen, please?
Oh, he wants it on the screen, so. So, RGB on the screen? Turn the screen on. He asked for the.
Do what?
He asked for the screen to be on.
Right.
Does it need to be just RGB?
Maybe. There we go.
Oh, okay.
You want a regular can.
You've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next.
Please stay calm while we put this.
Oh,
drill
this is
inside of your
this
head.
is with the drill from the little circle bot from before.
Yes, since it's drilling into your brain to alleviate pressure. Ugh. Oh, does your house catch fire, or does...
I think it's trying to be creepy.
I don't know. Okay.
Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul.
For a second, I thought it said, and as usual, you don't have a soul.
The room is full of strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There's a door to the hall. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put up a great big banner up across the main hall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs.
Go upstairs.
As much as you'd love to, you promised you'd stay downstairs with the party.
Screw the party.
Same as ever. Stairs, door to the living room, door to the kitchen.
Let's try the kitchen. Maybe we'll find out what the corpse
They
is.
say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. It looks great. There's a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you.
We'll look at Jen.
Your sister is calling you over to talk. You push through, apologizing over and over, and get to Jennifer. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you are enjoying the party.
No.
You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway, and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. She speaks up over the din, asking you to get her a drink.
Okay. Get drink.
You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family have really gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not F up so much. She's going to miss you. You're going to miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink.
Kampai.
You pour down another drink. Anything to move the night along. The room is full. There's a utility room writing on the wall. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys, ceiling to floor racks, a collector. Although he does actually drink them too. There is a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card.
Whiskey bottle.
You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room about you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey.
Fine, Dad. Thank Dad. Don't die.
You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks.
You have to go to the hallway first. Talk to Dad.
Busy and noisy. We'll need to find somewhere quieter.
So upstairs.
You go back out to the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through, and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood.
Because you feel bad about drunk driving and
She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Wait. It's my sister.
Oh, that's the image that we saw of, like, the face. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
It's my fault.
It's all my fault.
You're standing in the hallway. Something has stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Yeah, we can talk in the car. Go get your keys.
No, don't do it.
You'd love to call it a night, but Jen is waiting patiently. Doors to the kitchen and living room lead here, while the stairs can take you up. There's no point until you find those car keys. You're sure your keys are in the living room. The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat in the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. A coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats.
Go to jacket. Go to mom and get.
Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. She's totally in her element here. She always loved being the host. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son, off to America. She gives you a hug. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She is work in the morning and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You can handle it, though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? No.
Y'all gonna die.
You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You are glad you have your jacket with you. There is a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits at the front of the house.
So this also comes back to like being in the Arctic and it's wintry and.
You fumble with the car handle, confused, until Jen tells you maybe use the key in your hand. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the glove box and hands you a note and key that was inside. She tells you it's for when you return. The note is from your dad and reads, "Hi, son. Hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back to get power and lights on. Also found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy."
And then you have the voice on the radio that's like, "I'm freezing, please."
Mm-hmm. You try to turn on the ignition with sheer willpower, despite holding keys in your hand.
Put keys in ignition.
It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life.
And with that, your life ends.
The car squeals but stays stationary, and Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. You put the car in gear and pull out of the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. I am driving, very drunk, on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Turn left.
You don't want to, but you'd better ask Jen for directions. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. Of course it's left. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down.
Slow down.
That's not what really happened, though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you, "Crazy sister." Strange. This is a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car. The
James,
outside
for
joins the
fuck's sake,
inside.
pull over.
The whole world around you begins to scream.
James!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse.
What'd I do then?
Show us what you did.
Framed the other guy.
Maybe. Your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, holding you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You're in grave danger. You have to get out of here. You can't move. Your seatbelt is still in place.
Take off seatbelt.
You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump on the roof of the car. You can't do anything for her right now. You need to help yourself now. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car is smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You're standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at a distance.
And put whiskey in other car.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Frame other guy. We know that's what happens.
Yes, good, James. What exactly do you want to do with the whiskey?
Put in other car.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Well, that's not short thinking, James, is it? They will eventually find it there and will link it to you.
Hide whiskey? I guess try more go-to car. The other car.
The door is jammed. You don't have time to be messing around like this, James.
The other car. Just say other car.
Crash right and smoke billows from crash cars to the sky. Above, exterior lights flicking on and off.
Find other driver. Where's this? Hit car, or hit door. I don't know. Hide. Can you just say hide? Say hide whiskey.
There we go. Hide
Alright.
whiskey and blue car. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence into his passenger seat. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you.
It's all coming together.
As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases. You fall to the ground at his feet.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember, it was all your fault.
Nah. She also asked me to drive, so...
How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it.
So I made a mistake.
Say it, James.
Say it. It's all my fault.
Say it. Tell them.
No.
Can you turn around?
Listen to yourself.
Oh, it's gonna follow you.
It has to end, James.
Oh, so you have to go to the recorder.
It's crazy in here.
Do you not understand?
I understand.
Episode you're having must come to an end.
You wash your hands. You gotta. There you
Make
go.
it stop. Make it stop. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. I can go to this closet and get away.
Stop the session, Mr. Asian. Go back to where we started. Put an end to this nightmare.
You lean into the.
Sometimes they make you watch documentaries, so
Can't
there's
do
always
this,
watching
James.
remotely.
You can let go.
Can you put your face into the robot?
Nope. It certainly feels like an emergency. How am I supposed to make it in? I can't stop the button. Oh, there we go. I pressed it like a million times.
You didn't hit the right button.
Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time.
'Cause you crazy.
Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
This is some good stuff. I'm ready to watch my TV again.
Yeah.
I want to watch my shows. Stories Untold.
Is that the end?
I think so.
But yeah, so I think that there was frustrating gameplay elements to it, but I like how the fourth episode like tied it all together.
Yeah, I think it was good overall, even though some parts of it were not necessarily the most fun experience. Like
trying to listen to Morse code and zoom into a stupid thing.
and if I'd had the subtitles on the whole time, that would have been super easy.
Yeah,
'Cause it was like, and then if I had realized that I could focus on the microfilm machine,
Yes.
that also would have made things easier.
we just made it difficult the entire time.
That's either a 6 or 8 or a 9 or a G or a Batman symbol?
Probably a Batman symbol.
Yes.
But yeah, so I mean, depending on how well you play this game, the whole game is what, 2 hours ish?
I guess I could look back at our edited video here in a little bit and see. But short playthrough, I would tell you to play through it. And if you didn't really pay attention through this whole video and you're watching this now, you totally can. Either way, well done. Good story.
If you enjoyed it, get it, play it with your friends so that they can jump when like
There you
Santa
go.
hits the roof of the, ice station.
Yes. I still don't really know what was outside. They're like, there's something coming! And that they never really addressed that. Maybe it was like the car hitting you or something?
Well,
I
I
don't
think
know.
the fact that it was like there was snow and like danger outside
Yeah.
and like the doors jam and things aren't working. I don't know. So
Citrovid.
It
Now
all
it
worked.
changed to my little case file. Anyway, that was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining us. And Joe will probably be back for the next video. But it was great having you, Miss Rebecca.
Thanks.
It was a good time. Catch you next time.